to be all cute and drink my tea, and instead it burns my mouth. Ah! Hi, Shantae with Carpe Diem Fitness, and I just got back from my body flow class, which is Tai Chi and Pilates and yoga's baby, and it makes me very happy. Best way to start the morning ever. But I got into class, and yoga's supposed to be a place of peace and serenity and love and namaste from my soul to yours. And I got there, and there was this woman in the class with her friend, and they were talking about a girl on Facebook. And this is a little bit of the conversation. Apparently this girl had gone to Hawaii and was sharing about it. And oh my God, she never fucking posts on Facebook ever, and now all she's posting about is Hawaii. Like, nobody knows what's going on in her life until it's sunshine and sandy beaches. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, good for you. Glad you're on sand. I don't care. Whoa, girl. Whoa. I just wanted to, hug her, give her some green tea. And it got me thinking. It reminded me of myself a couple years ago. Right? No, ew, right? And I was thinking about how I was in this place and I was so unhappy and I was in this really bad relationship and I was in school and just a lot of stuff, family stuff, a lot of stuff was going wrong. And I would see people on Facebook and think the same thing, right? Oh, well, look at their life. Everything's so great and mine sucks. That's not really what's going on, because Facebook and social media is a highlight reel, right? And no one gets on there to talk about how, they may be separated from their husband, or, that they may be having these crazy health problems in their family. Like, no one gets on Facebook and talks about that, and they shouldn't. Honestly, I'm going to put that out there. They shouldn't, because you don't want to be feeling just a bunch of negative vibes. It should be a positive, happy place. Another thing that I have done, just shared that I'm like, my life is so hard. Nobody cares. No, they don't. Okay? But I will tell you this much. We've got a phone call. Shh. Double points if you can tell me what that is. It makes me so happy. Anyway, and it's a highlight reel. And this last weekend, I was talking to one of my close friends, and we had a conversation about how she doesn't ever post anything on Facebook because she's in kind of this like weird place in a relationship, and things aren't necessarily like rainbows and sunshine, and she doesn't really have anything to post. And it made me think about this woman that was talking about the girl in Hawaii, and that she doesn't post anything, but now she's posting in Hawaii. And I just thought about, maybe she's not posting anything because there's nothing good going on in her life, and then something happened, and now she's in Hawaii, and this is it. This is her highlight, okay? So I took 7 years to get my bachelor's because I just took my sweet time. Also failed a lot of classes, something other people didn't know. Here, look, I'm getting rid of the highlight reel. And the most important thing I learned in that time was perspective. And so perspective is something that can completely alter your view of the world and your interaction with the world. And it got me thinking about my friend Morgan. And she shared on Facebook, and she shares this story a lot, that she's really struggling with starting a family, and they're struggling trying to have a baby. And they just built a new house, this beautiful brand new house, and she's been posting about like paint colors and all these things, and that some people have sent her and responded to her saying that she was bragging. And she brought up the point and shared with people that, you sharing your family and sharing your kids and sharing about your new baby is not supposed to be bragging, but my house is. And nobody takes into perspective that this is what she has to be excited about. See, I'm going to cry, because this is what she has to be excited about, but she's struggling with this huge thing, and that she gets on Facebook and everybody else's highlight reel in her friends and where she's at in her age group and her demographic is posting about their kids. Okay, so perspective. And one of the things when I shared my my video about me fitting into my jeans. See, I've got this problem, by the way. Let's just get this out of the way. I have really intense emotional reactors, and if I'm anywhere out of like a neutral 3 to 7 zone on the 10 scale for emotions, like out of 3 to 7, if I'm down below 3 or above 7, like excited, emotionally invested, passionate, anything, I'm probably crying. Moving on. Morgan, I love you. Moving on. And I'm sick of being a highlight reel. And it would be very, very easy. I've been privileged and blessed in so many ways that it would be very, very easy for my life to just be a highlight reel and people to see everything I've got going on and just assume things are great. That I have a lot of pictures. Growing up, I was able to travel. My parents are still together. I'm super close with my family. Me and Brian, live together. We just moved into a new house that we're renting. I just quit my job to do my dream full time. All these things that could be, it's my highlight reel, right? And there's so much in my life that's really great, but that doesn't show that I grew up in an alcoholic household, and I've been to 3 family treatment programs in rehab, one of which was for my best friend who died when I was 21 in a car wreck. That doesn't show that I barely graduated high school because I was too busy partying. I was on truancy, spent the time from I was 15 to right before I turned 18 on probation, including 3 days in juvie. Nobody sees that, okay? Nobody sees, my parents paid for my school, and when I graduated high school, they bought me a car, and I left with a car, which is amazing, and I am so blessed, and I get so much more than so many other people, but they also didn't see that during my time in college, I was in abusive relationships. I'm a victim of sexual assault. I'm a survivor of sexual assault. And again, that's when I went through my second rehab family treatment program. I have a history of mental illness and alcoholism in my family. People don't get to see that I myself have struggled with alcohol. These are things. This is my real life, okay? And nobody sees that in social media. And so this is some perspective for you. And again, is there so many things in my life that's perfect? Yes. Do I regret or am I ashamed of any of those things? No. Is this a pity party? No, because all those things that I just told you about have made me who I am, and it's things that I have to work through. And that I am working through. And so in sharing what I shared about my jeans, I wanna open up the opportunity because so many people responded with that I had helped them and I had shown them that because it would be so easy to look at me and assume that I'm really confident and comfortable in my body and all this stuff when that's not always the case. And I'm learning to be comfortable and confident in my body. But I was at a place where I looked in the mirror and I hated what I saw. When growing up in high school, I was a cutter. I took pills and ended up in the emergency room. This is real life, okay? So here's some perspective for you. So just think about that next time you're on Facebook and you're in the news feed and you're like, oh my God, this fucking bitch's trip to Hawaii. Back up, get some perspective, and send love for that person and for the positive things in their life. And then you're able to look at yours and look at your own life and appreciate the things you have and take your struggles and allow them to fuel something to grow you and to be better. And all those things that I just talked about, that's what pushes me to want to be better. Because my kids are going to have better than that. And my kids are going to be in a better place and going to have the support and grow up in a safe place to where they don't ever have to worry about any of that. Okay? So that's my Tuesday morning motivational fucking perspective. I'm going to go put some ice in my tea so I can drink it. Subscribe to my channel. I am uploading new videos all the time. Go to my website if you want to know more. I also have a blog, which is seizthedayfitness.com, and find me on Facebook. Be my friend. I post a bunch of stuff on there too. I just love social media and being a highlight reel.